And I told her that the secret to marriage is building your endurance by not giving up. And that it was a lot like sports. And she laughed at me as if to say, what did I know about sports? And then she handed me the divorce papers. I told her I'm a Catholic. I don't believe in divorce.
It was 13 years ago that I went to Philip and said that I was having a hard time praying. And he said, well, why don't you lay off the booze? I never thought that coming into this family would strengthen my ties to my own family. My sister and her daughter are here tonight to help me celebrate my 13th birthday. But perhaps the greatest gift my recovery has given me is a renewed sense of purpose in my marriage to the church.
I tried to get her to come here, but she told me if I didn't sign the divorce papers, that she'd cut off my allowance.
Benny, how long has it been since you've worked regularly?
Well, it's not like I don't want to work. I want to find a career.
At 40 years old, you're what we in the collection business call a deadbeat.
Rhonda, let's be constructive, okay?
Look, this was a conventional marriage, except I was the wife. And whose fault is it if I'm behind in my vocational aptitude? I say it's hers. And since she walked out, I've been cash advancing the credit cards, stockpiling money. What else can I do? I know she's going to cut me off without a dime. Then where will I be? Working for minimum wage, living in a rented room with 6 cats? That's a pretty picture.
No, I have to talk to you.
Uncle Leo?
Just a second.
Uncle Leo, we need to talk to you.
Abby, tonight may not be the night.
It's about the wedding.
I'm all set. I've booked St. Thomas for the last weekend in November. That's right, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, if I can just find a little time to work on my homily, not too long, I promise. Let me just say hi to these folks.
You go right ahead.
Father Ray, you've been very quiet this evening. Is there anything you want to say to Benny? Father Ray?
Actually, I agree with Ben about finding meaningful work.
Thank you.
I mean, if you find out what you want to do with your life when you're in your 20s, it's great. But a lot of people who've made those decisions are just finding out now they might have to choose again. A lot of us are waking up in the middle of this life we've created full of responsibility and problems and wondering, how the heck did I get here? Feeling as if this whole life choice has been one giant blunder. And if I just waited instead of acting on this feeling I had about God, I'm not so sure I would have become a priest. Still, I work with people. I'm a people person. I mean, to most people, I'm a people person. Except for those people who I'm not a people person. All I'm saying is it's never too late to make a mistake. I mean, you know, to choose a career.
So, what do you say we take a coffee break?
That's a good idea.
You need a day off. Leo, it was your idea to combine the 8 o'clock and 10:30 Mass.
Well, it doesn't make it a good idea. When did this happen?
At the last meeting of the parish council,
What about my regulars?
I called the Garibaldi sisters. They're willing to go to a later Mass.
I'm the only one in attendance for Ray's 6 o'clock Mass.
Leo, you were just complaining you never have time for yourself.
I never complain. I'm stoic. I put up and shut up. I was a Marine.
Weren't you just telling me your niece is getting married and you wanted to spend some time writing the homily?
Yes, but I didn't mean for you to cut my Mass.
Look, let's just try it for now, and the next time the parish council meets,
That's a month away.
Leo, we'll fix it.
Fix it.
No. Oh, thank you.
Father Leo. Father Leo. Your mail. I'm sorry about your mass.
Morning, Larry. You remember to fold your cardboard and put any newspaper in the garbage, all right? Thank you. Hey there, Marge. How are you?
I think I worked it out so you can take the morning off.
I've got classes, confessions, sick calls, committee meetings.
I gave your classes to Eric.
Confession?
Leo was on today.
My meeting of gay and lesbian Catholics?
I'll take it, and the sick call.
The Committee on Children's Liturgy?
Cancel.
Thanks.
Okay, what's the catch?
You have to take the dances of universal peace.
No way.
Ray, just this one time. My homiletics class needs to meet this week on Tuesday.
I can't dance the dance of universal peace and feel like a man, Mo.
But you can dance, can't you?
Only if I can have the whole day off.
Now you give them an inch, they take 10 kilometers.
That's the secret of long-distance running. Building your endurance.
I thought that was the secret of marriage.
That's the secret of everything. Don't give up.
Can I get a cup, Father?
Well, my father bought this for me when I graduated from the seminary. Feel the hand on that fabric.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Eh.
Oh, it's a herringbone.
Yeah, herringbone. Yeah.
Real buttons?
I don't know.
Yep. Hey, this is nice.
I like
The
it.
shape, too. It's pretty modern. This is like coming back now.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hello, Mo.
How are you?
What are you all dressed up for?
Well, Mo asked me to take your catechism classes, and I thought I'd make a good impression on the kids, look my best.
I used to take those classes when you needed a replacement.
I'm sorry, Leo. I thought Eric could use the experience.
Oh, Eric, I want you to meet our movie person when she shows up. Let us see what a real priest looks like, right?
What am I, egg salad?
No, you're chip beef. Hearty and filling.
Leo, I think it would be great if you would meet with the movie person.
It's Ray's job to tell her no. He's the pastor. This is a house of worship. It's not a movie set.
Well, Ray's trying to take the day off.
Since when do priests get a day off?
Leo? Are you upset because we canceled your mass?
You know, not everyone is motivated by self-interest, and quit troubleshooting my psychology.
Oh, boy.
What's that? Yeah.
All I did was flush.
This place is falling apart. You want a day off?
Does anybody know anything about pressure toilets besides me?
Look, can't we just call a plumber?
We can't even afford a plumber's helper.
I'm sorry.
I'll get the big wrench.
Wait, Ray, can I ask you a question?
No.
No, listen. What exactly is an annulment, and can you get one if you've already had sex with your wife?
Oh, here's Father Ray now.
Hi. Judy Ruskoff.
This is our movie lady I was telling you about. This is Father Ray.
Priest, plumber.
This is a wonderful space, but I'm just wondering if it's going to be a problem to move these benches so that we could paint on the floor.
Paint what on the floor?
A pentagram. I naturally will repaint.
Or strip it, right?
Right.
A pentagram?
It's a 5-pointed star, protects the priest from evil spirits.
I thought this was a remake of the Nun story.
No, I didn't say the nun story. No, I said a nun story.
Actually, it's a remake of The Devils of Loudun. It's set in a convent. We're updating it. It's called The Bride of Satan, but that's just a working title.
Sydney,
We're talking about a terrific source of revenue.
you can't make a movie like that here.
I know that. Let me do my job.
Is there a problem?
Yeah, it's thematic concerns. Yeah. Sorry.
And the bishop wants to know about some fight in the soup kitchen.
I'll call him back.
All right, and Mrs. Simpson called again about her daughter's wedding.
I'm not performing any more weddings, ever.
Oh, really? Well, that's too bad, because there's some guy waiting for you whose fiance was baptized but not confirmed, and he wants to know if she has to have her first marriage annulled before they can get married in the church. I'll have him talk to you tomorrow. Mom, what are you doing here?
I found this at home. I got worried. How would you need antibiotics? So I called the number on the prescription, and an abortion clinic answered. Is this true?
Yes.
Don't you know what this means? I mean, you work here. You must know what it means.
I know what the church teaches.
I'm not talking about the church. I'm talking about God. It's in the commandments.
Mom, it's done, so there's no use discussing it.
Did you know about this?
Yes. I told him.
Then why didn't you stop her?
It wasn't his decision. It was hers.
Well, she happens to be a kid. Any good priest could have stopped her. He would have taken her to God and helped her to see what was right. But you're not a good priest. You're no kind of priest at all.
I do my best.
Paula, that's enough. No! I'm a good Catholic. I'm a good mother. I rely on the church to help me to raise my daughter, and this is what I get. This guy doing his best. When I know, everybody knows. His best is never going to be good enough. I deserve better. This parish deserves better.
Mom! Mom!
You okay?
Except for the part where I agree with her, I'm fine.
Ray, people make very convincing arguments when they're angry.
I'll see you later.
You know, running away never solved anything.
How would you know, Leo? When's the last time you ran away?
Priests don't run away.
This one does.
Afternoon, Father. I watched that Cocoon again last night.
I have yet to see it.
It's a good movie.
Father Leo, I'm Father Theodore from the diocese. I'm the replacement you requested.
I requested a replacement. I didn't request a replacement.
Well, you suggested to the diocese that they have a full-time priest here at St. Boniface, and they took your suggestion. And here I am.
You? What are you, 12 years old? This is an old man's job. I give last rites here every other day. When's the last time you looked death in the face?
Well, Death and I are old friends.
Old friends? Or nodding acquaintances? There's a difference.
I did 3 years at an AIDS hospice.
My apologies.
If you want, you can take the Mass today and I'll start tomorrow. Or you can have the next few days.
No, you go ahead. Now, you don't have to take care of me. I'm fine.
Now, this is the sacristy,
Mm-hmm.
and this is where the priests prepare for services.
What's this?
Oh, let me show you how this works.
I can't believe you gave up a lucrative accounting business to roll change for the Catholics.
Would you excuse me just...
Sure. I brought your mail.
Oh, thanks.
Who's that?
Somebody here about renting the church.
I was wondering if you're not doing anything later. I thought maybe we could go to a movie and out to dinner.
A movie and dinner.
I thought maybe if we could have a good time, but we...
No. Sure. Sounds fine. Maybe we can have a good time. I'm free after 6.
Shall I pick you up?
Movie's right down the street. I'll meet you there.
Okay. See you then.
Okay.
And when Adam and Eve got married, God gave them a beautiful garden to live in. The only thing that he asked was that they not eat the apple. And what did they do? They ate the apple. Can anybody tell me why? Right. Because the snake tempted the woman to eat. Yes?
My mom says that this is the church's way of teaching that women are untrustworthy.
Really?
She also said that this story had a lot to do with getting rid of the goddess culture that had been around for 6,000 years.
Well, your mother must be a very intelligent woman, but this story, for me anyway, has more to do with obedience and the penalties for failing to follow God's dictates.
But aren't these apples, snakes, and gardens, aren't they just like symbols?
Yeah, they might be.
Of what? Symbols of what?
Well, who's ever heard of Noah and the Ark?
Well, we know Leo's hearing's not what it used to be.
Yeah, I know. Some of the parishioners are complaining that he makes you repeat your sins loud enough to be heard outside the confessional.
I never had that problem. I didn't. He's all...
Well, let's ask Eric to hear confession and give the people a choice.
Hey, wanna try one on?
Try ahead. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's good, man.
Come on. Oh, she's down again. Okay. She's down.
That's enough.
Come on.
Going on all day. I'm through. Riley, man, keep your big mouth shut.
What? Hey, look, I'm a serious player, and he's a girl's blouse. I mean, every time he falls down, he wants to take another break.
Quit pushing him. He wouldn't fall down so much.
Pushing him is part of the game.
Yeah, man, but now we're short.
Look, somebody wants a game. We'll find somebody.
Hey, you.
Come here. Want to play a little round ball?
Sure. Aren't you Billy Riley?
Francis Xavier Renault? FX Renault?
It's Ray. Now I call myself Ray.
Ray and I went to high school together. Boys Catholic. Rocky. And Ray was quite the ladies' man.
All right, let's go.
Girls all loved Ray. Didn't they love you?
Remember, you're going to be a writer.
I remember you were going to be a rock star.
Yo, hey, guys, let's go. Let's play ball, man. You got the rest of your lives to walk down memory lane. Let's go.
So what are you doing out here?
Running.
From the law? I always knew you'd come to a bad end.
You haven't changed.
Nobody changes. We just become more of who we are.
Ooh. Oh, I'm going to write that down.
Why don't you sing it? That's it. That's a foul. Foul? No. This is gladiator basketball. The only rules are there are no rules.
Yeah, that's right.
Be kidding. Okay.
Hey, you're up.
Let's get serious here.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Rock!
Oh, man. Come on. All right, come on. Here you go. Go.
Hello, Leo.
Hello, Gussie.
Maybe he's giving away candy. That's what Father Maloney used to do when we were kids, remember? That's why we always wanted to go to him.
Did you come here to confess? Are you too old to sin?
I've come to talk to you about the wedding.
Oh, one bright spot in my otherwise lackluster existence.
Leo, there's only one way to say this, and that's straight out. Abby wants to use her own priest.
What priest?
Well, she and David have been attending services at the Church of Good Shepherd, and that's where they'd like to be married.
The Episcopalians? They're going to be married by Episcopalians.
This is their day and their choice. She doesn't want to hurt your feelings.
She's a Catholic. I'm her godfather.
Abby has not gone to the Catholic Church in years. She feels the Church's stand on women's ordination is medieval.
Medieval?
Now, I'm quoting her. That is not necessarily my opinion.
This is not about politics, Gus. This is about family. We're family. Doesn't that mean anything to anybody anymore? This is not something you do to your family. You abandon them to strangers.
Quit shouting.
I'm not shouting.
She feels very close to Reverend Elizabeth at Good Shepherd.
I practically raised that girl since Paul died.
I know.
Well, fine. Won't even go to the wedding.
Leo, she wants you to give her away.
That's purely a ceremonial role. I never had her to begin with. That's obvious, isn't it?
Go ahead. Me and you, baby. Me and you.
You got a family?
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't everybody? Kids? Kids, old people. We got one big unhappy family.
That's weak, baby. That's weak. Get it out of here.
Did you get in a fight with your old lady or something? People get mad at me sometimes. I can't do anything about it. I do the best I can. Sometimes it's just not enough. It's never enough.
Whoa. Hey, we playing ball or what?
All right. Come on, let's do it.
What exactly is the Holy Spirit? It's one person of God, of the Trinity. It's the intercessory spirit of Christ. It comes when you're baptized.
What does it feel like?
Well, for me, it's like having a full heart.
Do you feel it all the time?
No, I don't. No, not all the time.
What if you feel it all the time, but you're not sure that's what it is? Could it be something else?
Like what?
I don't know.
Can you describe what it is you're feeling?
I'm just asking a question. This is school. I can ask questions.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but in order for me to advise you without knowing the true nature of your experience, all I can do is tell you to pray for spiritual discernment.
You mean down on my knees like a good little boy?
No, I mean open your heart to God.
Just forget it. Well, I was just riffing with you. As a joke.
All right, so we have the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Thanks for coming. I've had a hard day and I just wanted to talk.
I was gonna call you anyway.
Oh?
Leo, Leo, I can't be your sponsor anymore.
What, are you being transferred? We've worked around that before.
No, it's because I picked up, I drank.
Why didn't you call me?
Because it doesn't make any difference anymore. I feel like I'm 100 years old. I'm depressed. I've got these liver spots in my hands or something. I think it must be some kind of cancer. And every time I say Mass, I see my hands and I think, these are old man's hands. How did this happen?
If it's any consolation, I'm 2 years older than you are.
So what does that mean? You'll die first? We're not the same people, Leo. I have no close friends. Except for you, I don't even make friends.
What about your family?
I don't have a family.
I mean the church.
You say Mass at St. Boniface every day for all those old people. If that's our future, that's hardly a consolation.
We all know for whom the bell tolls, but I don't think we should use that as an excuse to drink. Why don't you come to a meeting with me?
Because I don't want to. I'm ashamed to go to God with this problem again.
Where are you going?
I'm going to hell, Leo. And if you don't stand back, I'll take you with me.
Philip.
Please, please. I'm sorry. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, you called 3 times.
Is that right?
Hey!
I'm sorry to barge in like this, but I was wondering if you had the time, we could get a cup of coffee and maybe iron out some of the details of the shoot.
I know.
I'm sorry, I'm meeting somebody.
Oh, you have a life.
No, I wouldn't go that far. It's just, you know.
I think that I'm the only person that I know that works 20-hour days. Oh, well, I was just in the neighborhood. My father lives on the next block, and sometimes I go over and he'll cook me dinner.
Oh, so you're in the neighborhood fairly often, then?
It's the only home-cooked meal that I get.
Yeah, we get a bite sometime. I mean, it won't be home cooked, but unless you want to eat with my parents.
Well, we'll talk about it.
I'll call you.
Okay. Was that so transparent, my coming back in here like that and forcing you to ask me out?
No, it was just transparent enough to be flattering.
Okay,
Remember old Mr. Farron?
Biology teacher.
Chemistry, actually.
Yeah. Went out for a bundle of firewood and never came back.
Sometimes I wish I could just disappear.
Doesn't work that way, Ray. Or FX, or whatever the hell your name is. These horrible people and these terrible situations in our lives, we can't run from them. Because they're inside us. You can't cheat fate. What'd you end up doing for a job, anyway?
Social work, mostly.
You? Come on. You were so selfish. No wonder you're miserable. This can't be your right job.
I try and make a difference.
Sorry. I just can't see it. I mean, you were all about you. Social work.
Okay, well, let's talk about you. What happened to your writing?
Come on. The world needs another writer, huh? The more complicated my life became, the more I had to write about and the less time I had to do it. When you have a family, you live your life for other people. That's my lot, you know? And I accept that. I made my peace with it.
I wish it were that easy.
You ever try praying?
You? Praying?
I know it sounds weird, but it works. You should try it. Next time you feel like disappearing.
You're ruining my concentration.
Hey, get something to eat?
No, I can't. I'm waiting for a student.
This late?
Yeah. Well, I've been waiting a while. If he doesn't show up, maybe I tried too hard. I just really want to find my place in our church, you know? I mean, find something I'm good at.
Yeah.
I mean, you're good with dealing with the parish, and Ray's good at social work. Leo has gifts of the Spirit. I really wanted to be good with those students.
I'm sure you were.
I don't know, maybe God has something else in mind for me.
Father Eric, sorry I'm late.
I'll leave you to.
I wasn't sure if you're gonna show up.
Father Eric, I think God is calling me to be a priest, and it scares me.
Oh, okay. Well, the good news is you don't have to do anything about it right now, okay? So, relax. Take a deep breath.
Now?
Yeah, just breathe.
I don't think I've been breathing.
I'll see anything.
Great. Let's go see this comedy.
Really?
Oh, I forgot. You don't like to laugh.
I like to laugh. I just don't like those wrinkles you get from laughing too much.
Right, so you gave up laughing.
Why were you late?
I just got hung up. I forgot to tell you. You know what? Let's go see this Jackie Chan movie.
For a minute, I thought you weren't coming.
I'm here.
It's a real creepy feeling to think I've been stood up by my own husband. And I started thinking about the fact that he'd moved out. It really made me sad.
I'm here.
It's getting late, Stove Dog. You going home?
I don't want to go home. Not yet.
There's only one place for men who don't want to go home.
You should call your wife.
Well, you got a guilty conscience, so I should call my wife.
Yeah, something like that.
Truth is, my wife took off about 6 months ago, and I haven't been able to track her down. I took my kid and our dog to live with my folks, you know, until I can get on my feet. See, I thought If I lived by myself, I could get some writing done, but all I do is worry about him.
Tell me your son's name.
William. Named him after me.
Hey, doesn't that make it harder to let him go?
What are you, busting my chops?
You can take it.
It's not like I'm running out of my responsibilities, you know? I mean, I give them money to take care of him.
That's what a kid needs, money.
Hey, he's fine with my parents.
Is he? Is he fine? He's a little boy. How fine can he be when both of his parents have abandoned him? Your parents, they're older. Are they really up to full-time parenting? Maybe a good adoption agency can find someone who wants him.
You know, for a guy I barely know, you're really a pain in the ass.
You're not the first person who shared that with me.
Whose tab is this?
Hey, Donnie, you know my policy. I got $5. Once that's gone, I stop drinking.
Right. What about you?
I'm gonna bring that money to pay for my drinks.
You guys have been drinking for free? Do you know what that means? It's karaoke night!
Let's go, Rockstar.
What's going on here?
You've got to sing. And if you don't, he's going to take your shoes until you pay your bill.
I'm a cruel man, but fair.
You have your choice of several haunting melodies. Oh, and by the way, you got to sing well. Because this is a tip jar. And you can't quit until it's full.
You want some cookies?
Cookies are always welcome.
I was afraid we wouldn't be friends again.
I know, and I came to ask you to forgive me
For what?
for hardening my heart toward you.
No, I let you down. You were upset.
It's no excuse. It's not my place to judge. That's God's job. I made a mistake. Forgive me.
Of course. Father Leo, can I ask you something? Do you think God's turning his back on me?
God never turned his back on anybody.
I don't know. I keep praying, but I can't tell if he's there anymore.
You're surrounded by people who love you. What more proof do you need? God loves us through each other.
Even my mother?
Even your mother. I wanted to tell you now, I'm going away for a while.
Where are you going?
Well, I've been having a moment with God, and I think we need to take a road trip. You can understand that, can't you?
Yeah, wanting to get away, I can understand. When are you coming back?
I don't know.
Because everybody's gonna want to know.
Well, we'll have to see.
You have to come back, Leo.
You take care of yourself.
You are the most important person in this parish. You understand that, don't you? Leo?
Good night, Rachel.
That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. I know I'm gonna change that too. When I'm back on top in June. Yes, that's life. And as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks just stomping on a dream. But I don't let it get me down. 'Cause this tired old world keeps spinning round. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. I know one thing. Each time I find myself laying flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. That's
You wanted to meet my wife? There she is.
So that's your secret. I knew you had one. Any man makes another man talk as much as you do. It's got to be one of two things. Either a writer or a rock star. I'm going to come around sometime and see you again. I'd like you to meet my son. Maybe I want you to meet his dog.
Anytime. I'm always here.
Where you been?
Away.
Did you get it out of your system?
Even God took a day off.
I wondered when you'd get around to using that excuse.
Night.
Night?